Manifesting often feels like this strange mixture of being incredibly simple, yet almost impossibly complicated. You listen to the theory, you read the books, and it makes sense in your head, but then you step out into your real, everyday life and it just doesn't seem to click. You're left wondering how to actually apply these high-concept ideas to your bank account, your relationships, and your morning routine. The reason it clicks when you listen to these videos is because we're stripping away the businessy, corporate structure of manifestation and getting back to the raw power of your command. Today, I want to talk about a technique that I call the restaurant technique. It is the most elegant way to understand how you are interacting with the universe right now. Think about the last time you went to a high-end restaurant with your friends or family. You're sitting at a beautiful table. The lighting is perfect. The vibe is right. The waiter comes over and asks what you would like. Now, notice a few things right away. You aren't ordering the same thing as your friends just to fit in. One person wants the sea bass, someone else wants the steak, and you decide you want the chicken wrap. Everyone is ordering something different, and yet everyone is still having a happy time. No one is fighting over the menu. When you place that order, something very specific happens in your mind. You don't spend the entire time between placing that order and receiving your plate scared and worried. You aren't sitting there trembling, thinking that because 10 minutes have passed, the kitchen must have ignored you. You don't assume that the passage of time means they've decided to make you steak and fries instead of the wrap you actually asked for. You placed the order, the waiter noted it, and now you are simply enjoying the conversation at your table. Now, I want you to imagine how you are currently speaking to yourself and the universe. In this scenario, the universe is your waiter. But instead of sitting back and enjoying the experience, you are going back and forth and wavering constantly. You tell the waiter you want the large sum of money entree, but then 2 minutes later, you pull them back and start talking about how broke you are. You say you want the perfect relationship special, but then you spend the rest of the meal pointing out every piece of proof that it's not here yet. That is exactly like telling a waitress, "I want the chicken wrap." "No, wait, give me the steak." "Actually, the steak looks bad, give me the wrap." "No, wait, I'm not sure I can afford the steak, give me the wrap." What happens when you do that? You aren't going to get what you want. All you're doing is creating more wait time. The kitchen can't even start your order because you haven't finished deciding what it is. You're just getting more of the delay and more of the frustration you say you don't want. And let's talk about how you look for proof. Many of you see the waiter at another table serving someone else, and you immediately think, "They are neglecting me. My wish isn't coming to my table because they are too busy with someone else." You see someone else get the car, the partner, or the promotion, and you take it as a personal insult from the universe. But in a restaurant, you know that's not true. You know that just because the table next to you got their appetizers doesn't mean your main course isn't being prepared by the cooks in the kitchen right now. You need to learn to enjoy your time at the table. Trust that the order has been received and is being handled by the experts in the kitchen. You might be nitpicking this story thinking, "But I do get impatient for food," or "What if the order is wrong?" This isn't about the literal experience of eating. It's about the state of mind. It's about the fact that if the universe wanted to, it could change anything in your life in a heartbeat. You have that power, but you doubt that power. You think you're being ignored, but you aren't. When you really hear the story you're telling yourself, you realize you've been acting like a difficult customer in your own life. Instead of realizing your own power and saying, "I have the love, it's done," or "I have the money, it's done," you are hovering over the kitchen door trying to micromanage the chefs. Let the cooks get it for you. If you truly stepped into your identity as a powerful elite architect, you would know that you already have the assistants, the private cooks, and the resources. You would have so much more faith because you would realize that you are the one who requested the life you have right now. Every single circumstance you are in is a result of an order you placed previously. If you don't like what's on the table, stop complaining about the chef and just place a new order. And once you place it, stay in your seat. Be the person who expects the best. Be the person who knows that manifest luxury is their birthright. The transition from waiting to having happens the moment you stop wavering. Decide what you want, place the command, and then enjoy the wow factor of your life while the 3D catches up. Take a deep breath. Your order is in. The kitchen is busy. The result is inevitable. A manifest luxury, and I'll see you in the next timeline. Bye.